Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day, and if not, I hope I can make it a little better. So today I'm painting my boyfriend's cat as a barrister for his birthday. Yep, I know. And if you're curious about any of the art supplies I'm using, I'll leave a list of everything in the description box below. So why his cat as a barrister, I hear you ask? I mean, honestly, I sometimes still wonder that myself. But any of you who are regulars on my Instagram, that's at Enchanted Violin, link for that is in the description box below, you will have noticed that in between doing other projects, I've been painting cats as characters from Geoffrey Chaucer's story, The Canterbury Tales. Boyfriend saw me painting them and really wanted to have his cat painted in a similar style, so I thought I would surprise him for his birthday. I attempted, probably not very smoothly, to pump him for information and discovered that he wanted a lawyer cat. And I thought to myself, well, a lawyer isn't very historical. All the cats I've painted up to this point have been in medieval clothing. This is very strange. So I said to him, what era would you like your lawyer cat from if you could have your cat painted? And he was like, oh, I want the kind of lawyers that wear the horsehair wigs and the black coats. And I was like, oh, he wants a barrister. Okay, that makes sense. His cat is black and white, and barristers wear a black and white uniform. And also, he would later say that his cat is also very smart. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with that. For those of you who don't know, barristers are lawyers that actually go to court. And in the UK, they have to wear a special outfit. They wear white wigs made of horsehair, white shirts with a special necktie that kind of looks like a bow tie but without the bow, so it's still got the bits dangling down, and also a large black overcoat. Very dramatic. So this is what I'm painting for him today. And if you're curious, I'm using the brown Oxford Helix erasable colouring pencil to sketch onto the Langton by Daler-Rowney cold pressed watercolour paper. Now to get in there with the watercolours, and the paints I'm using are the Gogh Museum palette by Van Gogh. That's a watercolour brand by the Royal Talens Company. I really like this Van Gogh inspired palette because the paints have a sort of aged feel to them, which I think works perfectly with historical inspired paintings, such as the medieval cats I've been using it for. Actually, I'm curious to know, would you like to see me paint one of my medieval cats on YouTube? I've been keeping them off because I kind of like to do them in my own time and they take a couple of days to do, but I'd happily share my process with you. Please let me know in the comment section below. With watercolours, you work from light to dark, so most watered down layer of paint up to thickest layer of paint. So here I'm doing a thin wash of the different colours I want, where I want to put them. Other people paint section by section, but I like to have a general idea of what the picture's going to look like, even when it's just on the wash stage. Here I'm mixing a sepia brown to use as the base of the cat's black fur. But Rachel, I hear you cry, the cat is black, not brown. But if you look really carefully at any creature that has black fur, you'll discover it's actually a really dark brown. In accordance with the rule that you work from light to dark, the first area I'm going to start to put detail in is the cat's white fur. And much like with the black fur, there are so many other colours in white fur than just white. You can shade it with yellow, brown, grey, sometimes even other colours. I can go into this in more detail if you'd like me to do a video just about painting white fur. Please let me know in the description box below. Next up, the bit I was dreading most of all, painting the black fur. It's a really similar process to painting the white fur, but this time you're working from lighter layers of a coloured grey. So for instance, with this one, it's my sepia colour that I mixed using a brown and Payne's grey. And as you get darker, you incorporate more of the grey or black and less of the colour. Once again, if you'd like to see a video just on painting black fur, let me know. we're nearly done. Only one part left to do, and that's her gorgeous whiskers. Boyfriend's cat has very defined white whiskers. But to begin with, I'm actually going to use a really light sepia wash to kind of create the shadow that would be there underneath her whiskers. Then I'm going to go on top with white gouache. This is my first time using gouache. I'm using the Winsor & Newton designer gouache in permanent white. I was a little bit nervous to begin with, so I start off with it quite watered down, but as I become brave, I use it thicker, and I was genuinely surprised at the outcome. I was really happy with it. It was only later that I did actually notice that the Van Gogh watercolor set does actually come with a white watercolor, but I'm always a bit dubious of white watercolors, and because I really wanted the whiskers to stand out, I'm glad that I used the gouache instead. Let me know what you think. Well, thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. I'd love to know what your favourite part was, if you could leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd also love to know if you'd like to see any of my medieval cats being painted, or if you'd like to see shorter videos on how to paint white and black fur. If you could like, subscribe, turn on all notifications and share this video, that would be amazing. You can follow me at Enchanted Violin on Instagram, TikTok and Threads. Links will be in the description box below, as well as links to my online comic, my Patreon and my Ko-fi. And I'll see you next time for more. Bye!